McMaster University student Godfrey Couto had to make a detour on his way to class this morning. The city's bus drivers and transit employees gave him checks totaling $2,000, recognition for not getting off the bus one day earlier this month, choosing instead to stay on board. Couto was showing compassion for the other man you see leaning on his shoulder in this photo, whose name is Robert. Couto sensed that the man had special needs and needed some comforting, and that's what he gave him. Within hours of this photo, taken by another passenger, being posted online, it went viral. People around the world started taking notice. Among those who reached out on Facebook and Twitter were singer Ellie Goulding, actor Ashton Kutcher, comedian Jerry D, and Hollywood blogger Perez Hilton. That original photo has more than 60,000 likes, 14,000 shares on Facebook. And the recipient of all of that well-earned recognition, Godfrey Couto, joins us live from Hamilton. Godfrey, thanks so much. I know you've got a busy day. You're a university student. I have a son who is too, and I know it's hard to carve time out, but thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about...
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Tell us a little bit about what your day's been like. Tell us about the checks that were given to you this morning.
Well, like you said, the union, they had a presentation for me at McMaster University. I thought they were going to give me like a pin or like a trophy or something, but they gave me 2 checks just for recognizing what I've done. I'm so ecstatic. I didn't expect that to come. And then I had, a couple more interviews after. Had an interview with Montreal, and now I'm just talking to you guys now.
So let's go back to the day that you got on the bus. You're sitting there, you're waiting for your stop to come up, and Robert approaches you. Take me through what happened and why you gave him the comfort that you did.
Well, I got on the bus. I was heading towards the back, my usual spot, and Robert wanted to shake my hand. I'm like, I'm not gonna leave this guy hanging, right? So I shook his hand, and then I was proceeding to keep walking forward, and he just wouldn't let go of my hand. So I looked back, I'm like, what's going on? And then I realized, oh, he's like disabled, like he's trying to communicate with me. So he patted the seat beside him. He wanted me to sit beside him, so I sat beside him. He put his arm around me. He like held my hand. He's like leaning on my shoulder. I guess he needed comfort because the bus was pretty packed. Like I wanted to leave to make more room for people who needed it, like a person with a stroller, all that. And I just realized I couldn't go, and I just stayed and gave this special needs guy my comfort, like he was kissing my hands a lot and just holding me tight. That's pretty much it.
I think I read earlier that he had approached someone else on the bus earlier who wasn't as comfortable with him as you were. What was it about that moment and about him that made you feel comfortable sitting with man who was a stranger? You even missed your own stop to sit with him longer.
Well, like I looked at him and I realized he was special needs, and I'm like, I need to put his needs above mine, I have to put myself in his shoes. Like maybe he's just afraid or something, like I'm not sure. So I just put his needs above mine, and I sat beside him, let him comfort. I just comforted him, and just that's all he wanted, So I just gave what he needed.
When did you realize that the photo that we're looking at here on screen right now had been taken and posted and was getting such reaction? Well,
I got home. I immediately passed out because I was having the itis because I ate like some fast food before. And then I woke up a few hours later, and I see like a Facebook notification. I was tagged in a photo. My buddy's like, "Hey, is this you?" I look at it. I'm like, "Yo, what? Like, who took this picture?" And then I see all these like nice comments about me, and like the girl, like I thought that girl was like on the bus in front of me, like she was smiling at me. I thought she was like maybe like interested or something, but little did I know she was taking pictures on the DL. So it's all good.
I would imagine there are a fair number of young women who will be interested in meeting you now because it's such a remarkable moment and a lovely story. So you've been getting some remarks on Facebook, I guess?
Yeah, just so much marriage proposals. Like I reached the Facebook and inbox limit. Like it's crazy. Like my Twitter blew up, my Instagram blew up, my Snapchat's blowing up. Like I can't, it's too much,
That sounds actually like not such a bad couple of days, Godfrey.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I think what most people love about this is that it's such a nice moment, and it feels like there just aren't enough of them out there. What would you say to people who might be approached by someone on a bus that they don't know, that maybe they're feeling a bit unsettled because the person has special needs and they're not sure how to react? What message would you put out to people listening to this?
Unless they're causing you harm, like physically or mentally, just be calm, you know. Before you react, you should like think about what they're asking, and you should put others' needs above yours, you know what I mean? Don't be selfish. That's pretty much it. Like, share the love, you know, I just keep saying that, like, share the love. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that says it all, though. Thanks so much, Godfrey. And, you know, whoever you decide to propose to someday, she's a lucky gal.
Yeah, we'll have the ceremony right in front of this camera.
Okay, it's a date. We'll show that live. Thanks, Godfrey. Thanks for giving us your time.
Yeah. No problem. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Anytime. We've been talking with Godfrey Kudo. He joined us live from Hamilton, Ontario.